Hey guys, Paul here, and today I'm going to show you a quick, inexpensive, and effective way to dramatically decrease the amount of wind noise that your camera picks up. So here we go. Alright, so I don't know about you guys, but there's nothing more frustrating for me than to get back from a day of filming and to realize that there's a ton of wind noise in the background of my footage. Completely ruins my day, and that's where these come in handy. These right here are called windscreens. They're very inexpensive, and they do help to reduce the amount of wind noise that your camera picks up. So today I'm going to take us on a little field trip down to the park. I'm going to show you a comparison of what my Sony A6400 camera sounds like with just its internal microphones, and then I'm going to install the windscreens and see how big of a difference it makes. All right, so let's go. At the park, it's a beautiful day out. It's about 85 degrees here in sunny San Diego, and there is a decent amount of breeze, which will be helpful for this experiment we're about to do. I also want to let you guys know that I'm currently filming on a wired lapel microphone that is under my shirt, and I was using this same microphone back at my office. I just didn't want things to get confusing for you guys not knowing which microphone I was using while doing this video. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to start with the first experiment. The way we're going to do this is I'm going to walk in the same path for each test, and I'm also going to try to talk while doing so. This way we can get an idea of how much wind noise gets drained out with the windscreen and without the windscreen. So here we go. All right guys, so this is the first test with just using the Sony A6400 camera's 2 internal microphones. So this way we can get an idea of how much wind noise it actually picks up and also how much of my voice gets drained out by that wind noise. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to install the 2 windscreens onto these microphones and see how big of a difference it actually makes. Alright guys, so this is test number 2. I do have both windscreens installed on the Sony A6400 camera. I am walking the same path and the same distance, and the breeze is just as breezy as it was for the first test. So I will be curious to see how big of a difference these windscreens make and see if it actually does help in reducing the wind noise and also putting more clarity into my voice. But we'll see. Alright guys, so we are back and the experiment is officially over, and I must say that I am very impressed with the results. Now, although it didn't cancel out all the wind noise, it did dramatically decrease the amount that my camera was picking up. So I think for $15 this is definitely a good upgrade, especially considering how well they worked. So if you are interested, I will leave a link in the description box down below on where I purchased these on Amazon. And then I'm also going to end this with an installation video of how I installed these on my A6400 camera. Now it is an easy install, however there was a little workaround I had to do to make them fit. So anyways guys, I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you found it somewhat entertaining, and if you haven't had a chance to do so already, please feel free to like and subscribe, and until next time, take care. Alright guys, so before we get this video started, I want to show you the few tools you will need to do this installation. And those tools would include some tweezers, a pair of small scissors. Now if you don't have a pair of scissors, you can also use a razor knife as well. Some lint-free dry wipes and alcohol pads. I actually had these left over from the screen protector I purchased for my Sony camera, so they do come in handy eventually. And then the windscreens themselves. And these come with the windscreen, and these are double-sided circular adhesive stickers. So they're basically responsible for keeping the windscreen attached to the Sony camera. Alright, so now that we have that out of the way, you guys are going to want to grab your camera, because next we're going to start the prep work. Alright guys, so before we get started, it is highly recommended that you do have your sensor cap on your camera, because the last thing you want to happen is for any lint or hairs from the windscreen to get onto your sensor itself. Now just so you guys know, the 2 internal microphones on this camera are placed one right here and then one right here. When I first got the camera, I was confused, and I actually thought this might be the microphone. This is actually the speaker for the camera, which is actually a horrible speaker, I must say. So next what we're going to do is we're going to prep these 2 microphone areas with some alcohol wipes and then clean it up. So here we go. So first thing we're going to do is open up the alcohol wipe, and we're going to want to clean the surface around the internal microphone, both internal microphones. And then we're going to grab the dry wipe and dry up any excess alcohol that's left over. Okay, and as you can see, it looks pretty clean. Okay, now we're gonna install the double-sided adhesive stickers. So here we go. Alright, so next what we're gonna do is we're gonna install the double-sided adhesive tape to the actual camera itself. So this part you're gonna wanna grab your tweezers and your scissors, and I'll show you that workaround I was talking about. Now if you look at the sticker, you can see, let me see if I could place it up here, it doesn't fit perfectly around the external microphone. So you gotta make a little modification, and I'm gonna show you guys what that modification is. Okay, so with the sticker being held in place by the tweezers, you're gonna wanna cut out almost like a C-shape size off of the sticker. And as you can see, it's kind of a C. And what this allows for is now when we try to hold it over the microphones, they actually fit. Now you can kind of, trim it to make it fit a little better. So I'm actually gonna trim it like this. And like this. Okay, so as you guys can see, that's my shape. And then as you hold it up against the microphone, you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but you can see that it actually goes all the way around the microphone itself. Now, once you have that finished, you're gonna wanna peel off one side of the double-sided adhesive tape. As so. And then we're gonna place this part of the sticker around the internal microphone. Okay, so as you guys can see, I have removed one side of the paper from the double-sided adhesive sticker, and I'm going to carefully place this sticker around the microphone. Now I don't know how good the up close focus will be on the GoPro, but we'll see. Okay, and then you'll just need to adjust it, press down to make sure that it's on there equally. Alright, so that looks pretty good, and the full internal microphone is showing. And now we'll move on to the next microphone. Alright, so again, we're going to take the circular adhesive sticker, and we're going to grab our scissors or razor knife, and we're going to cut a C shape. There you go. And then like I did before, I trimmed it a little to make it fit a little better around the microphone. So as you can see here, it's already pretty good, but I'm still going to trim it a little on the edges. So I'm going to go here and here and trim there. All right, so we have that one ready. So we're going to do like we did before and remove one side of the adhesive tape. As you could see. And then we're going to use the tweezers to carefully place it over the next microphone. Press down on it, make sure it's has good placement. All right, there we go. So now you can see we have both circular adhesive stickers going completely around both internal microphones. And then next, we're going to peel the other side of the sticker off and install the windscreen. All right, so here we have the windscreen itself, and I'm not sure if you can see that, but basically it has a whole bunch of hairs on here. And on this side, it's a little circle, and it's a different material that it uses, and this little circle is what's going to be placed over the stickers that we have already prepped for. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to carefully peel off the other tape, and we'll do these one at a time. You're going to want to make sure that this circle here is perfectly matched up with the sticker. So here we go. And then press down on it. And you just want to firmly press on it, make sure that it has a good attachment to the camera. There you go. And as you can see, it's actually looks good. Okay, and then next we're going to do the other side. So we're going to take off the sticker here. There we go. Grab the other windscreen and then match it. Make sure that it looks perfect to go right over the circle of the sticker. Press on it. Make sure it looks good. Looks good here. All right, there you have it. And now that we're pretty much done, there's one last recommendation I have for you guys, and that is to trim the hairs close to the sensor, because again, the last thing you want to do is when you're attaching different lenses, hairs will get stuck inside. So that's of course what you don't want to happen. So I recommend going through and with the scissors that you have, trim some of the excess hair. This way it keeps the hair from getting crimped into the lenses that you put on. And then I would blow on it. Alright, and there you have it, guys. We have officially installed the windscreens onto the Sony A6400 camera.